The Dairy Council of California has been a significant partner to the summit over the years. They've provided a wide variety of resources, presented several times, and provided $15,000 worth of mini grants to the School Wellness Summit for wellness initiatives centered around nutrition education and promotion for our local schools. We're joined here today by Bailey Suarez and Maria Fry. Bailey Suarez is the Community and School Engagement Manager for the Dairy Council of California. Bailey is also the chair of the California Local School Wellness Policy Collaborative and brings together state leaders committed to improving school wellness and academic success. Maria Fry is a project manager with the Dairy Council of California. Maria works closely with school districts and wellness leaders across California to provide science-based nutrition resources and professional development opportunities. So please welcome Maria and Bailey, who have made a very long journey out here to join us.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I think we should take a page out of Allison's book and maybe get a stand up. That was a long session there, exciting session, talking about wellness policies. Thank you, Mike, for that. So welcome to our final session today. So from policy to practice. So a comprehensive approach to nutrition education. So Doreen led a great session, inspiring session earlier, talking about nutrition education. So we're diving a little bit deeper today. I am Bailey Suarez. I'm Community and School Engagement Manager with Dairy Council of California. I'm honored to be here with Maria Fry. Maria is a registered dietitian and leads our project work on our community and school engagement team. So during our time together today, we're really going to dig a little bit deeper and reflect on our why for nutrition education, right? What does it look like for you in your setting, in your school district, or the work that you're leading in your community? We'll also talk about some best practices, that alignment to wellness policies, and share with you different Let's Eat Healthy resources that you can utilize to ensure that you are prioritizing nutrition throughout the whole school year. So our session today, short session, but we will be, having opportunities to engage and reflect and connect with one another. We're hoping that you'll leave with some real tools and strategies that you can apply to your work. And then also just a reminder, this is a safe and supportive place. So as we've done throughout our day, kind of sharing those challenges and ideas and really having that opportunity to learn from one another. So just a little warm up and chat with our table. Kind of how does nutrition education currently show up for you in your district or your role? So what does it look like for you in your community? So go ahead and take a minute to share with those at your table, and we'll share back together as a group. All right, let's finish up those final thoughts. All right, coming back together as a group, would anyone want to share kind of what does nutrition ed look like for you in your role? Yes.
We do harvest of the month. Taste tests. We do surveys. We do family engagement nights.
She's checking all the boxes here. That's great. Yes. Great. So student engagement, surveys, harvest of the month. That's great to hear. What about for you? Did I see you raise your hand?
I think we're trying to figure out how to do more better education
Great. That's okay. Well, Maria has lots of examples to share with you of how you can embed that a little bit more into your school community. So thank you for those that had a quick little share. I know we've talked about this in depth today, so just really quickly, right? Why nutrition education? We know that it is a vital part of our student health. And as Mike just shared, it is one of those requirements as a part of our local school wellness policy. I think everyone in this room can kind of confirm, right? We see that why. When we see students come into the classroom every day or come into the cafeteria, that why for nutrition education, we can see that alignment. What's so great is what is that next step? How are we sharing that with our community and helping those, it's families and those educators to also see that value too. So, focusing on our wellness policy, right? So amplifying and sharing with our community that this is an essential piece for our students' health, and we can identify different opportunities throughout the school year to be able to have those different touch points to educate on healthy eating patterns. As Mike had briefly shared with you, the California Local School Wellness Policy Collaborative, I am very happy to chair the Local School Wellness Policy Collaborative. Dairy Council of California co-chairs it along with CDE, so California Department of Education, and their nutrition services. So we are a group of wellness leaders across the state that's really working to empower school districts and school communities to prioritize school wellness. And we offer trainings and resources and various tools. So you all in your green MyPlate bags, there is a postcard that shares a bit more about the collaborative and where you can find some of those resources. Like Mike had mentioned, the triennial assessment template. We have a very in-depth template that really walks you through how to, shape up your policy and prepare for those administrative reviews. So, we don't have time to go through all of those different tools and resources today, but starting with, shaping up our committees and our policies is a really great start for us to start re-engaging those at the district level and at the school site, and then in turn, right, helps support that implementation of nutrition ed. I did want to give a special shout out. So there are some school districts that, directly write into their policy how they are using using nutrition education, and more specifically, using some of our tools that we have at the Dairy Council. And one of them is actually Guadalupe Union over there in the back. This is new. Yes, round of applause. Recently just wrote into their policy that they're going to be utilizing our Let's Eat Healthy resources district-wide. So this is just a great stamp of saying we're making this commitment to ensure that we are prioritizing nutrition ed. So as Maria shares with you, various tools that you can do to kind of have that comprehensive approach to nutrition ed and ensure that we are meeting those wellness policy requirements. So as we talked a little earlier about those challenges, we fully understand, right? There are some of those barriers to implementing nutrition education, prioritizing our wellness work. In some of those barriers, we could do a quick popcorn share of what are some of those barriers that you've seen or experienced with implementing nutrition education. Yes? Funding? Defunding. Oh, defunding, okay. Yes. Absolutely, for our community partners who are able to come in and support with that direct education for our schools. Absolutely. Yes.
It's a sustained effort. Sometimes it's like champion teachers, and then it just kind of wanes.
Yeah.
Consistency, scope and sequence, that kind of thing.
So creating a sustainable model, and we have, like you said, there is that excitement, but how do we continue it beyond maybe that one season of the school year? Yeah. Yes, Kat.
I think, as with any program or content that's not your basic academics, there's no time. There's no time to
Yes.
cover everything else up.
I think time has been one of those big constraints that we have seen definitely over the last 5 years. As there's so many competing priorities in the classroom, that's where, we can look at there's other times throughout that typical class time, whether it be in our physical education programs and our after-school programs, breakfast beyond the bell, there's different opportunities to have some of those touch points with our students. So that is why, ensuring that we are implementing nutrition education year-round so that it isn't just a season, but we're keeping that consistent education throughout the year. So Maria is going to share with us some specific examples of some of those things that you can implement across your district to continue that engagement. But I did want to just very briefly mention that I did put a folder on everyone's table, a green folder. And there's some handouts and educational tools in here for you. But in case we need a little brain break, I know we did a stand-up as a part of one of our toolkits, our World School Milk Day toolkit. There is a carton coloring activity with students where they cut it and they make their own carton, which is great. But I thought, in case you need a little brain break and you wanted to color a little bit, feel free to have that child in you come out. So there you go. So thank you, Maria, for sharing a little bit more.
Perfect. Thank you, Bailey. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all. And as Bailey said, I'm going to be talking about some nutrition education resources and tools that you can use to incorporate nutrition education throughout the year. And we talked about those barriers like time, sustainability. So one way we can incorporate nutrition education is to align it with campaigns. And so this month, September, can't believe it's already the middle of September. At the end of the month, we get to highlight, I'm so sorry, thank you. Clicker. We get to highlight World School Milk Day. Yes, so World School Milk Day is at the end of the month, the last Wednesday of September, and it highlights the equitable access to milk and dairy foods made available through school meal programs. And I got ahead of myself. I'm so sorry. So first, I'll go to World School Milk Day, and then we'll go back to the resources. But at Dairy Council, we have a variety of nutrition education and tools to help with celebrating how milk and dairy foods are part of a healthy eating pattern. And so we have a campaign made available on our website. This year we have a Milk Shout-Out campaign, which is a social campaign for school food service teams to use and highlight how milk is served at their school. Last year we had a poster contest, you can see here, where students submitted their posters with the theme Milk Fuel for Learning. We had over 80 submissions, and there is our winner of the day. So there's a lot of ways that districts can highlight how milk and dairy foods fit within a healthy eating pattern during that day. And I'll go back. So again, Dairy Council, we offer a variety of tools, posters, pamphlets, tip sheets, curriculum, videos, and they are all science-based and free in California. And when I was an outpatient dietitian, I actually got to use these resources with my patients when I provided one-on-one medical nutrition therapy, and I loved it because they were based on the dietary guidelines for Americans. They were user-friendly, and they were free. So it was just great, credible and free resources that we have to make it easier for the user, for you guys to use and incorporate throughout the year. And then after September, we have October Farm to School Month. And again, this is a great opportunity for students to learn how food gets from the farm to their plate. So we have our mobile dairy classroom where our instructors go to schools, they bring their cows and they teach students about dairy agricultural literacy and nutrition education. It's a really fun activity, especially for inner city students who may have never seen a live farm animal before. A couple years ago, we got to partner with LA Unified and KLCS, and we created a 12-episode nutrition broadcast series. And those videos are now available on our website, and it takes the viewer on a journey of food discovery. So we have a couple episodes I put up here, Farm to You, where it takes the viewer to a dairy farm, and also Fuel Up with School Lunch, because also October highlights National School Lunch Week. And we're just so grateful for our school food service team in providing nutritious food to our students. How that really improves nutrition security. So we're so grateful for that. And I know somebody was mentioning earlier how they do taste tests, surveys for student engagement, and this is a great week, again, to offer a new food item to students to increase their participation. And also made available on our website, we have a gardening with a milk carton. This is a really fun activity to use a milk carton and garden with the students, so that's also on our website too. And lastly, we have a new toolkit for Farm to You tours as well. It's a really good toolkit. If you ever go on a farm tour, definitely go on our website and download. It's a new resource. And March is National Nutrition Month. This is a really wonderful month to highlight nutrition education. And it's also National School Breakfast Week. One of the school nurses one of our partners in San Diego Unified, she loved our Booster Brain Power with Breakfast tip sheet because they're teenagers, high school students, they typically don't eat breakfast right. And so this handout was another reminder, okay, breakfast is important, something like on the go, give different ideas for them so that they can eat and have that energy to learn and be active, so important. And I put our Fuel Up with Breakfast, also a little clip there. That is another one of our episodes from our Let's Eat Healthy Together video series that we did with LA Unified. And has anybody else done anything fun during National Nutrition Month? Any great campaign ideas to highlight? Yes.
We always do the breakfast week, and we collaborate with the school district and highlight some sort of a breakfast. We would stand out with our student clubs and have them in front of the school and invite them to try it, then go inside to eat it.
Oh, great.
So the kids were to actually get to try a little taste and then get the main food.
Oh, that's perfect. I got it. And students love to try new food. You know, it's a really good way to increase student participation. That's awesome. Yeah. Anybody? Yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Eat alphabet. Great.
And then they also do like the nutrition spirit week.
Oh, nice.
Which is like themed from the different colors of food groups.
Yes.
Kids wear the colors.
Oh, I love that.
And
That's great.
integrate it with like after school and gardening, so it's fun.
That's awesome. So, okay, great. Was everybody able to hear? That's wonderful. What a fun idea. It's really good. And, yeah.
We go around the world, so we taste world cuisines to try out new recipes to see if the student liked the recipes for next year. And so each week we do a different country and kind of talk about that country and focus on eating and trying new things.
Oh, I love that. And that is, I think, a theme for National School Lunch Week, too, is like taste the passport. Yeah, emphasizes that global importance. Really good. And that's great, too, for kids to, see how food is served around the world and everything. They can be a little picky, I know, but good way to increase participation. Really good ideas. Awesome. Anybody else? Okay. Well, really good. All right. And at Dairy Council, we have a new landing page. This became live this morning, and it's of recommended resources for students depending upon their grade level grouping, so kindergarten through second, third through fifth, And then we have a teen section too, middle school and high school. So these are just is a landing page of our recommended resources based on those grade levels, because we're going through a year of transitioning some of our resources out. So I can, yes, so this is new on our website, dairycouncilofcalifornia.org. Okay, so in summary, putting this all together, we want to start with that strong foundation. We've talked about developing an action plan to advance wellness policy efforts, leveraging tools and resources, implementing a variety of resource types for various settings, and activating the school community year-round. So we just want to take a moment and pause and reflect. Write one action you will take to strengthen your nutrition education efforts. So we'll just give a couple moments, just kind of think about it. What's one action you can take from today? Because there's been a lot of great sessions today, a lot of food for thought. How can we move this forward?
But also giving. Yeah, she said.
All right, does anybody want to share one action they would like to take? Or possibly share their milk carton drawings too? I heard there's an artist over here. I saw that. Oh, it's great. No. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. Does anybody want to share anything? One nutrition action? Yes. Oh, good, good. That's great. dairycouncilcalifornia.org. It's really a lot of great resources. Okay.
Health and wellness is something that I haven't really spoken about nutrition as much, but I think as we begin to make the language more embedded in the work, people more comfortable with it, and give them some information that they can apply to themselves. We're looking into it. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we were talking about staff wellness too, making sure that staff have the tools to ensure that they're making goals around their nutritional, just goals for their own nutritional status, because that's important. We can get all so busy focusing on making sure our students, our families are healthy, and we also need to take that time to make sure, are we healthy physically, mentally, emotionally? Absolutely. Staff wellness is so big. And I know when I've worked with districts, they've been trying to focus more on the staff to make sure that they have the tools to stay healthy too. Definitely. It's a good one. Okay. All right. Anybody else want to share? Really good examples. Okay, good. All right. Any questions, comments? Anything like that? We also have a survey, if you guys don't mind just taking the time. It's a short survey. We love feedback. So there's a QR code on the screen. We can leave it up. But if anybody else has any questions or anything they'd want to discuss too.
We also have a raffle winner to share.
Oh, yes. Raffle winner.
So we have 2 posters. We have posters available that are free if you want to jazz up your cafeteria. One of them there is, thank you, look at Kirsten modeling it. That's our newest one. Milk has our superpower. If you wanted to specifically highlight dairy, we also have our food groups poster, just emphasizing the nutritional benefits from each food group. So our winner can pick one of them. And our winner is Tammy with Los Virginias. Where's Tammy? Congratulations, Tammy. Well, I know this was a quick little rapid fire session, but we hope it, encourage you to just really think about some different campaigns, different themes that you can implement nutrition education and just healthy eating with your school community. So we do have, some information in the back, and we'll be here tomorrow too if you want to chat and brainstorm some ideas and how we can advise and help you reach your nutrition education goals. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Bailey and Maria, so much. I love that poster, by the way, and you'll be hearing from me after this because I have a new milk cooler I just ordered, and I really want to put like a decal on it, and that would be a cool design for the decal of the milk coolers to have the superpower facts on it. And also, if you have not yet checked out the local school wellness policy collaborative website, I highly suggest it. Today was actually a reminder to me that my triennial assessment is due this year. So I was like, oh no, I have to go back and do that again. It's been a little while. But I used their template, and it was awesome. It was so helpful, so clean, so well done. Why recreate the wheel when there's already a resource out there for you? So with that being said, let me see where we're at. We're going to close out today, if we can get there. All right, so we do have a QR code that we ask that you all take a moment to scan. And maybe you can scan it now and then fill it out later, because we are going to be looking for feedback on today's summit. And I also just want to thank everybody, all of our presenters who came out and took the time to present and share their knowledge and their resources with us. We really, really appreciate all that you have done. And we also want to give a huge thank you to our sponsors, the Santa Barbara County Public Health Department, CalFresh Healthy Living. Give them a round of applause, thank you. And the Natalie Orfla Foundation. Thank you so much for all the support. And then also the Audacious Foundation. Thank you again for sponsoring this event. So by you being here today, you are supporting your school community, and you are being a champion for your students and your children in your community. All of these resources that you saw today will be available on the Wellness Summit website. I think they're live, so they're already there for you if you want to jump in and start looking at that today. And this concludes our formal presentations. Thank you again so much for coming. We really appreciate you, and please travel safe. And for those of you who are in child nutrition departments, Erin Primer with San Luis Coast Unified will be hosting a networking session in the room next door with me. I don't want to host anymore, though. I'm putting it on her now. So please come join us. But otherwise, we hope to see more of you again tomorrow, and have a great evening. Thank you.